for Week 2 in the NFL. It's Mike Tomlin's 15th home opener as Pittsburgh's head coach. Meanwhile, Las Vegas has won 4 of the past 5 matchups. Get ready for the Raiders and Steelers next.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit. As this game goes on.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Deontay Johnson deep for the Steelers. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown.
And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, they'll set up the screen to Taylor. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 126 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Newton now to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. But Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out. And
now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This pass into the arms of Snead. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. There's the stiff arm. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Oh, what a move. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Carr completes it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that's on the rookie first-round pick, Alex Leatherwood. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Caught right side, it's Snead. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now here's Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Newton. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing throwing on third down. Newton. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on in the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Carr again. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From midfield, here's Carr. He completes it to Snead. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He dumps it off to Drake. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Carr to throw again. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go!
So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And now it appears John Gruden wants the officials to take another look.
After a new play, rule on the field is reversed.
So the decision by Gruden to throw the flag, a successful one. Newton now to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Off play action, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he lost the football. Picked up Johnson. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second down and goal. Newton. And in for the Steelers. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir.
Old school.
Old school. I love that, because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field, out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Back now in Pittsburgh, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key. Down some yardage, work on that. Second down, another run with Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A throw there, but that's going to wind up. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again with Bell, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sight. But he could not reel it in.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr. Got to have this one.
Connects with Ruggs.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Carr to throw. Gets this to Waller.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Throwing his Carr.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now Carr.
Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
And that one drops down. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Carr.
He's going to air one out. And, a pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he will get to the sideline here, but that, a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Newton. This is Bell on the dump off. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Last season, Cincinnati split their series with Pittsburgh for the first time since 2015. Today, this AFC North rivalry resumes in Week 3, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work. And leading them out, the #1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now his second season out of LSU.
And what a rookie season he had indeed. A knee injury knocked him out in Week 11 at Washington. And while the Bengals only won 2 of his 10 starts, I think everyone around the league and anyone who watched the NFL came away impressed. 13 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions, nearly 270 yards a game passing, the 3rd most by a rookie in NFL history.
7 yards the pickup there.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more important.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession.
They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DJ Reader able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after it. Gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Taylor.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They snap it to Newton.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And some room to work. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
So Charles. I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a give to Taylor, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Newton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Again, Newton. And he fires one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 29, Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Mixon with a first down carry, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and inches.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Now Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first and 10, Newton. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down. To throw is Newton. He's going to let it go again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the pre-safety made the best play, an interception.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate.
And it's second down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Burrow looking to pass. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
On first down, it's Taylor. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Blankenship's kick is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. On the board and did stretch. Let's see how this one turns out.
Bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. 1st down, here's Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2 yards, good enough for a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A CD. It's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here's Hurts to throw.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Higgins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions.
Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And what a big 2020 season for the Saints for this 3rd-round pick in 2017 out of Florida Atlantic. Now, he signed with the Bengals back in March, but for New Orleans last year, 13.5 sacks, which tied Aaron Donald for the NFC lead.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this foot. Game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel that. sense of urgency for them going on offense right now, but they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Intended for T. Higgins.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A throw left side to start the drive is complete, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Hurts. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A very solid gain of 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Hurts, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 2 touchdowns, 2:13 remaining. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Burrow on 1st down. He will find his man Chase complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's Burrow. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
To throw, Burrow.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Throwing, Burrow.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Going for it all.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. What? Second left to go.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.